Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. What's going on, Tom Selleck, that Pulse player? How y'all doing? All right, let's see. Selleck said, yo. That Pulse player said, come on, Ray. This has to be the bottom. At what point do I get worried, JJ? LOL. NFA, of course. Let me take a look at that for you after we take a look at Bitcoin. Hey, happy Thursday, guys. Super duper chill day today. Excited for tomorrow, DCA day, and I don't have to work the day after, so that's pretty sick. Right now, Bitcoin currently trading 116,692 and 1 penny. Looking good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. Get that out of the way. How you guys liking the new intro music? I'm already having trouble with with the creator and monetization. I don't know why. I buy individual licenses and then I got to go through the process of contesting it every single time. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but eventually I'm good. Okay, 116,499. Oops. And then the very bottom chunk of that goes down to, I'm going to go right here, 115,830. And then up top, we got a little bit of heartburn going on. We got 118,173. And then the top chunk of that is 119,009. All right. Cool. We got a little cloud above and below. It very much looks like weekend liquidity, which is interesting. But so far, so good. We're liquidating some bulls at the moment that got a little too excited with the rate cut and everything. We got a red dot on our momentum wave pointing to the downside. Unconfirmed, very hard to see. Red dot on Market Cipher. See that right there? Very, very hard to see. There's a little baby one right here as well next to this big one. I believe this is a confirmed red dot. So is this, and so is this. But I believe those have played out as well. This one back here played out. This one right here played out. So yeah. Right now, unconfirmed, but it's still there. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI as well. But we've been kind of lingering, dancing around that. It's very possible that we just do one of these. But it's also very possible that we do one of these. I don't know. Only time will tell. Mad Peter Pepper said, Aurora, Roaring Kitty. That Pulse player said, hope you had a great day, bro. You too, man. You too. Dixie said, hi, JJ. What's going on, Dixie? Smash like and stuff. Dixie knows what he's talking about. Tom Selleck said, I wasn't sure about it yesterday, but hearing it a second time, I dig it. Okay, nice. Get used to it. I have a whole library now. I can just throw you guys off and play a completely different song every episode for probably over a week, which is pretty cool. I got that Italian one that I've used one time. I thought it would be really funny because they usually flag me no matter what. What if I just played a bunch of them? Like, and then they have to fight over monetization? I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, wouldn't that be funny? Just, like, start your own, start a separate channel. Just because you're probably going to get in trouble. Start a separate channel, and then you just play this music constantly, like every single day, and they're just fighting for who gets monetization. Oh, man, that'd be so good. All right, let's go take a look at Ray really quick for that Pulse player, and then we'll take a look at Roar, the Roaring Kitty meme for Mad Peter Peppers. Ray and Roar. Okay. At what point should you be worried? I mean, see, I would be worried if you break 3624. You break 3624. And again, it might bottom down there. I have no clue. Genuinely no idea. It had a ton of volume and then it died off, and this volume was like almost non-existent. Right now you have some volume. But and you know, you're pretty quite a ways away from breaking that. You know, you're looking at another 44, 45. But again, it did just within like a day or so go down 40%. That's a pretty steep plummet. It does seem to be falling quick when it does fall. At what point should you be worried? Yeah, I would do the 3624. Because what I'm looking at right now is the possibility of, and I've seen this a million times, you've seen this a million times, we've also seen this a million times. We actually just saw it. This double bottom with the second one being a lower low, and then it recovers. Everyone probably opened up a short right here. As soon as it broke this level, everyone probably opened up a short. They're like, haha, easy money, and then bam, liquidated. Just like that. And once those liquidations are done, they go right back down because those people probably flip long. They're like, dang it! They get all emotional. They like punch their desk a little bit. And then it goes right back down and they get liquidated again. And then they go, like, right in their journal. They're like, the market maker is out to get me. I'm a victim. Because the whole world revolves around them and they have, like, textbook narcissism. It's the name of the game. But yeah, personally, if I was exposed to this and it broke 3624, I would get out and I would not look back. Again, that being said, it's bottomed here before, so who knows? And that's really close to zero, so I don't know. It depends on your risk tolerance, your appetite. I don't know. If you believe in it and you have conviction in it, like I said, it's a different story. You said Ray isn't leverage traded, though. It's not on exchanges, though. I thought that there was like a decentralized perpetual platform that you can just do whatever you want. That's on Sol. Oh, this is on ETH. I don't know that. I have no idea. You got left shoulder, head, right shoulder potential, but it's getting pretty close to that head depth, so probably, maybe you could probably make the argument for it being on a slant. I don't know. Could be a triple bottom. Things to take into consideration. Yeah, if it's not leverage traded, then maybe they're just flushing people in and out, getting people to buy the top and sell the bottom. It could be none of those things. It might just be people trading it. It could be completely organic. So you had resistance at 1289, and then it couldn't get above 1172. Double top there. Resistance, resistance. So you want to break that 1172 level if you get a rebound. It is oversold, and you got bullish div. So keep that in mind too. Again, though, this thing is pretty volatile. It moves with anger. So be careful. Roar, on the other hand, this thing is non-stop. Action-packed explosion. This is pretty sick. Current candle up 8.24% for the day. It's up 14.26%. Very nice. Even the RSI is cooperating. Look at that. Volume looks really good. See if you get a break of 1450. Current all-time high is 1516. Get a break above that, and it's go time. Looks good, though. RSI is nice and reset. Chilling around 60. Plenty of room to go. I like it. I'm surprised this is sustaining this move so well. That's pretty awesome. I think this is a good example of, in my opinion, what's to come. If this is doing really well, for seemingly no reason, then I think the coins with conviction, good foundation, good marketing, good team that aren't scams are going to do really well this bull market, for sure. And I keep saying this bull market, and I truly feel that we've just entered, or maybe we haven't even entered it yet, but I feel good about it so far. ETH is down 0.34% on the day. Still can't quite get to 47.50. We're currently sitting at 45.75. And why? Why are we sitting there? I'm not entirely sure. Your RSI got a bullish cross, retest, confirmation, continuation. We're about to either hopefully get another test or a bearish break below that moving average. We'll see what comes of that. Outside of that, your momentum wave is on the bullish side. And nothing really much to say about that. Volume, pretty steady. Yeah, 45 is going to be an important level for us to hold. If we break below 45, it could get a little bit dicey, but so far it looks good for me. I like it. Tyler giving an early guess for the daily close contest. Oops. We get a photo of that, like an old man. I feel like such a weirdo whenever I take a picture of my computer. Got it. All right. Take a sip of my chai latte. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Sol, on the other hand, currently up 0.62% on the day. Big wick indicating some sell pressure, which is interesting. So we got to break above 245. We're currently sitting at 246.34, potentially testing that 245 level. If we lose that, look for another reaction at our midpoint, which is around 236. If we break that, then we're probably going down to 225. No matter what, longer term, if we zoom out, that'll be a higher low. So still in a prevailing uptrend, looking good. What we don't want here is a double top, and that won't be the end of the world. That'll still have potential to set up a bigger move later. Maybe we do have to reject and pull back to our upper trend line, previous resistance turn support. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. We do technically have bearish divergence. Your price is higher while your RSI is lower. So that is something to take into consideration. Overall, that does point to higher in the longer term and lower RSI in the longer term. You're going to get a temporary rejection here and then a continuation later. This would be that bearish divergence playing out. So something to keep in mind, take into consideration. Other than that, Sol looks great. Total 3. Ooh. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Total 3 rejecting 1.16 trillion, which is the current all-time high. This is very exciting. We had a temporary resistance line, which was just the previous local high, around 1.15, and we're currently right below that, which is okay. If we close above it, awesome. If not, that's totally fine too. I would honestly like a retrace of 113 and then break of 116, because that'll give us a nice cool off for our RSI. As of right now, we are technically establishing bearish divergence, which again will just result in a short-term downtrend and a longer-term uptrend. You know what I mean? There's hidden and regular divergence. I haven't bothered learning which is which, because you can just tell by looking at it. I'm not going to tell you the name. It's just bearish divergence and bullish divergence to me. Bearish, this one is short-term. If it was the other way around, then it would be long-term bearish div. If the price was lower and the RSI was higher, then that would be long-term bearish divergence, because that would signal the price on a downtrend and the RSI on an uptrend, which will eventually lead to a rejection and overbought, all that stuff. But total 3 looks really good. Did I delete a line I wasn't supposed to delete? I think I did. Let's close above 1.15 and break 1.16. Otherwise, retrace down to 1.13. We're totally okay with that as well. Give us maybe we do that today, tomorrow, and then on the weekend we can break 1.16 and have a alt-season weekend. That would be pretty sick. ADA is up 0.88% on the day, currently trading at 92.15. Not much going on here. We broke above 90, retested it technically, and we're still sitting above it. We're at 92.15, looking good. RSI is not overbought yet. Momentum wave is technically overbought, potentially pointing to the downside. We'll see what happens. No dots, nothing really crazy going on. Looks good. SNEK is down 0.78% on the day, currently trading at 43.48. We got 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. And Peter Pepper said, Roaring Kitty is a CTO, 100% community owned. No team, no devs, just the community. Nice. Tom Saltzcoat said, someone poke ETH with a stick. Right. Someone poke ADA with a stick, too. Let's get our alts to wake up, man. But yeah, SNEK looks good. Trading above 40. I'm happy. You guys know that. XRP is down 0.39%. Broke below 310. Currently sitting at 307. As long as we're above $3 here, I'm happy. RSI did get a bearish cross over the moving, or down below the moving average. And your momentum wave did have a red dot pointing to the downside. So we're looking at a potential retrace. Midpoint support would probably be 304, 305. We'll see what happens. HBAR is up 1.31% on the day, currently trading at 24.62. HBAR broke above 23.5, retested, confirmed bullish, got a rejection around 25. Bounce, double bottom, continuation. Let's see if we can break above 25 and continue. As of right now, that's where we're struggling. 24.62. Let's see. I don't know. Would 24 be a good bounce level? I'm not sure. SWE is up 2.71% on the day, looking really good. SWE got a double bottom kind of on 353, 1-2 break, and it's currently trying to get above 391. It might retrace to 380 based on this previous resistance, maybe turn support. So let's see if that becomes relevant. RSI was overbought for a second. Now it is in a safe zone, but it does look like it's about to cross bearish over the moving average. So keep an eye on that. Momentum wave also got a red dot pointing to the downside, potential retrace in play. Ondo's up 0.86% on the day, currently trading at 107. Made a break for 109, couldn't quite make it. So we got a rejection, midpoint, bounce, rejection. Let's see if we get a midpoint bounce or if it just comes down to this 106.5 level and uses that as support based on this rejection. RSI looks really good. Momentum wave looks really good. There's a lot of room here. Ondo overall still playing that mean, the median of our target line for us for this breakout of this big wedge. And like I said, we're above 95.35. That's that important number for me. As long as we're above that, I'm happy. RSI and momentum wave having that much room to go is awesome. And you got your green dot down here playing out for your momentum wave, bullish div, unconfirmed green dot on market cipher overall, but still there. Arrow is down 2.09% on the day, currently trading at 131. What's going on with this? 131, so it seems to be rejecting 135, which is a midpoint. That's what's happening. So let's see if we pull back to 123. Maybe, I guess I could try to sell the argument of either this being support based on previous resistance or the same situation for up here with this previous resistance. The other one seems a little more relevant though, because it looks like it's probably going to continue down, but this might be a reversal candle. RSI did cross bearish over the moving average, and your momentum wave has a red dot, and we have, I believe, a confirmed red dot on market cipher, which has not completely played out yet, and bearish div. Interesting. But that bearish div again is the kind that points to a overall uptrend, so it's just a temporary pullback. Let's see if we get a bounce around 129, unless it bounces right here at 130. Pinlink down 4.19% on the day, sitting at 56.70, below 60. This is a monstrous range. If this is available to trade anywhere, let me know, because I feel like it's a genius move, honestly, to trade this and buy it below 60, close it above 60, or long below 60, close above 60. We got a red dot on our momentum wave pointing to the downside. It's pretty flatlined though. We got a green dot back here, which got us above 60, but that was quickly rejected. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI as well. So look for a rebound, because it seems to be commonly getting below and just dancing around this 60-cent level. Render is up 1.71% on the day, currently trading at 407. My low target for this is 450, and it seems to be following that line, which is very interesting. We got above $4 for a second, rejected, got a little inverse head and shoulder bounce at 374, broke above 395 and $4. Technically, it actually retested that $4 break as well. Break, retest, confirm. Now it's maybe gonna retest this 404 level, which could also be this level right here. I don't know. It's at 407 right now, looking good. RSI is not overbought. Potential bearish cross or bounce off of the moving average, and your momentum wave is overbought, but there's no signs to it curling down yet. It could just plateau. Stellar's up 0.38% on the day, currently trading at 39.70. Having trouble getting above 40, which is going to be a psychological level. Our inverse head and shoulder seemingly played out already. Yep. So that was a good trade. Volume kind of picking up right here in this cloud. Momentum wave potentially, or I'm sorry, RSI potentially crossing bearish over the moving average, and your momentum wave red dot. So a little pullback might be in play. Maybe even all the way down to our 38.50 level. But we'll see. Cup and handle. So I could make the case for a cup and handle here. I could also make the case for a full inverse head and shoulders here. regardless, no matter what, if it invalidates, it's going to be pretty angry invalidation. So you want to break that neckline. Yeah, this is an important level right here. We want to break that. We don't want to invalidate that. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep the line up there. Giovanni Fontes said, yo, Moon. What's going on, Giovanni Fontes? I want to say your name with an accent. My name is Giovanni. Giovanni Fontes. Cue the Bond-esque music. Polkadot. Seemingly rejecting 459 again for the second time. This time the RSI is a little bit less heated up than last time, but that's not a good thing. It's still entered overbought. Let's see if this time, if it does reject, if we can at least hold 444 and use that as a support springboard. Your RSI was overbought for a hot second. Let's see if it gets a harsh break over the moving average. And your momentum wave also had a red dot, which is pointing the downside. So we'll see where we end up. Fartcoin up 0.45% on the day, potentially attempting to recouple with the Fartcoin fractal. Midpoint rejection around 94, 95. Let's see if that plays out. If it does, I would like to keep 90 as support. If we break 90, look for a midpoint in between 83 and 90, around 86, 87. As of right now, though, RSI looks good, not overbought yet. Potential bearish cross incoming. Or again, it could be support. We could get support on this moving average. That's also an option. I'm just saying bearish cross. Whenever it looks really, really angry, if it looks calm, this looks a little more calm than the other ones. The other ones were like about to just explode the downside. But we'll see what happens. Your momentum wave on Market Cipher is overbought, so that has downside potential right there. But there's no dots, so there's room for Fartcoin, I suppose. CAS is down 0.99%. Having trouble at this horizontal resistance at 88 again. But this, much like Stellar, has either a cup and handle or an inverse head and shoulder potential. So this is an important level that we want to try to break right here. And it does seem to be on that angle. We want to get above 89.2, or just 89. We'll call it 89. So we'll see if this RSI gets a bounce off of this moving average. Your momentum wave does have a red dot though, so that's probably going to go down. But we'll see what plays out. Volume potentially picking up. Avalanche up 10.25%. Let's freaking go. 35.07 on Avalanche. Got a nice break of 32.50 after getting through our horizontal resistance from yesterday. Third time's a charm. We got 1, 2, third hit, exploded the upside. Potentially a little baby cup and handle right there as well. Got above 32.50, lingered right there, made sure that it was support and continuation to the upside. We're at 35.07 right now. Next stop, in my opinion, 36.66. See if we can break that. RSI is overbought, so we are due for a pullback, and your momentum wave is also overbought. Pretty spiced up, but it could keep running. When stuff is this bullish, it can very, very easily keep running, especially if we're entering bull market alt-season territory. Avalanche looks awesome. Chainlink is up 2.58% on the day, currently trading at 24.61. We got a break above 24.42, which is awesome. Double bottom, break, support, this red candle right here. Support, continuation, broke above our 24.42. Next stop, I want to try to get above 26.50. That's our midpoint. We are also going to have to take into consideration this 25.30 level because that seems to be common denominator resistance based on this rejection back here as well, which might actually also set up cup and handle action. I would try to go inverse head and shoulder, but I don't think this counts as left shoulder. I like the cup and handle for this one specifically, which is weird because I'm normally not a cup and handle person. But let's see if we can get above 25.34 and then talk about 26.50. RSI looks good, plenty of room to go. Momentum wave, same thing. And you got a green dot on Market Cipher, or green dot on your momentum wave, unconfirmed green dot on Market Cipher. So plenty of room to go. Chainlink looks great. Doge down 1.55%. I believe there's a Dogecoin ETF trading live. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. It's in the news article. We'll see it later. But I do believe that there is a Dogecoin ETF that is trading live right now. With Doge, though, we are having trouble getting above 28.18. We're sitting at 27.81 right now. Our RSI potentially bearish cross over the moving average. Unless we close above it, then it might act as support. Your momentum wave, however, red dot, potentially leading to some downside. So we'll see what happens. Overall, I could still probably make the case for this being a flag. If it does one of these, that would be awesome. So let's see what happens. We got our break. We got our resistance. Let's try and pop above that 30-cent level. NEAR is up 11.76%. Finally, it's about time, dude. It is about time. NEAR had an inverse head and shoulders right here. That played out and got us above our horizontal resistance, which was a midpoint as well at 285. Blasted right past 299 and 308. Currently sitting at 315. Midpoint rejection at 320. In between $3 and 334. So let's see if we can maybe retest $3 and break above that 334 level. Or 308, I'm sorry, 308. This next potential support. Otherwise, look for $3. It's going to be psychological. But NEAR finally waking up. Volume looks awesome on that pump. Really good. It is overbought on the 4-hour time frame, so we are due for a retrace. But again, alt season, bull market, retraces do not matter. The bull market does not care about your technical analysis. Retail does not care about your technical analysis. They will pump the coin if the coin is already pumping. So it's very easy for that to just go completely out the window. Don't rely solely on any one indicator. You might make out okay if you try that, but eventually you're going to get screwed. So let's look for that RSI retrace. Let's look for that momentum wave retrace as well. Could use a cool off. Pengu up 5.8%. It's about time Pengu woke up a little bit. Same thing here, inverse head and shoulder. We talked about this yesterday as well on all of these coins. We got a break that played out, got us above our 35.98 level, and let us pump up to 39.40. We did reject at our temporary resistance of 38.30, which is based on, who knows? I don't actually know why that's there. I would actually go down here with it based on this local top. So I'm going to call this a 40-cent rejection and a potential retrace of this 37.5 level. We were overbought back here, so the retrace is warranted, and we do have a red dot on our momentum wave pointed to the downside. JShear 2.0 sets up, family. What's going on, JShear 2.0? Cheers, my friend. Happy Thursday, my friend. Silver. Silver's down 0.21% on the day. Currently trading at 41.70. Looking good. We get a little retrace from our $43 rejection. Couldn't quite make it. But cool-offs are going to happen. They should happen. Volume actually looks a little bit different here, which is interesting. Because it looks the same everywhere. It's just a spike and then the drop, spike and drop, spike and drop, over and over again. It looks like sawtooth from like a hand saw. And then right here, it looks a little bit different, which is interesting. A lot of red. A lot of people selling. We do have a green dot on our momentum wave, though. I don't know if that's relevant, to be completely honest. DXY, getting a little recovery here. A little scam wake. Interesting. RB said, can you look at bonk? Yes, I can. We'll see if this recovers. MicroStrategy up 5.89. MicroStrategy finally waking up. 350.37. This is my bottom level. You can see my line right here. I apparently didn't draw it long enough. But my bottom level. So let's see if this thing makes a break for $500. That's my target, not financial advice. It is already overbought on the 4-hour time frame. So NASDAQ is up 0.03% on the day. 24,499. And S&P closed at a record high again. 631.95. It got as high as 665.680 today, which is pretty intense. Bitcoin dominance 57.73, losing 58 again. Let's see if we break below 57.68 again, and then we can officially, hopefully, start planning for alt season. We will see. We will see. All right. Fahid said, when moon? Soon, Fahid. Soon. I've been saying that for a year now. He's like, when? RB wants to take a look at Bonk. Let's go take a look at Bonk really quick. We got less than 4 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Chance for you to win up to $200. Completely free to play. Ton of fun. Bonk. Okay, with Bonk, it's interesting. We have a big trading range in between 27 and 35. And we seemingly have rejected this 27 level. So we had 23.75 resistance as well. Rejected, broke above that, rejected 27, came back down, got a little double bottom at our 23.75 level. We're currently dancing around our midpoint in between 27 and 23.75. We got to, I guess, see, there's plenty of room. RSI is not overbought. We're riding the moving average up, and your momentum wave also isn't overbought either. So you do have the room to break to the upside and make another break for that 27 level. It's sitting at 25 right now. I would keep an eye out for a retrace if you're going to reject this midpoint around 25.50. Look for a retrace and then a pop if you hold 23.75 as support. Otherwise, look for a break above 25.50. Midpoint in between these two lines. Resistance, resistance. Try it one more time maybe, and then get that break above 27. We'll see. Tom Selleck said, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard Altseason starting, it's potential. Altseason is potentially starting. We got, I mean, I will say the signs are there. Total 3 is actually genuinely attempting right now to break through its current all-time high of 1.16 trillion. If that happens, I think it's time. In my opinion, that is the ultimate indicator. And then when that doesn't work, I will pick something else to be the ultimate indicator. The Heat said, are memes even worth it anymore? Well, actually, according to our portfolios, yes, they are. I'm not going to go through the nitty gritty. I'll save that for later. But the 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, which only has 2 memes in it, there's 8 other like legitimate, I would consider blue cat projects, 1,061. And the Memecoin portfolio, 1,067. It's a little more volatile, but it does outperform in the mid to longer term. Guys, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. Let's go down to the 1 minute time frame. Bitcoin currently trading at 117.80 and 0 cents. Very interesting. No flat lines, thank God. We are overbought on the 1 minute time frame. Let's transition over to our game page. Get your guesses ready, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. I will say, I'm doing an experiment right now. CryptoFace, whom I am or was, at least once upon a time, a harsh critic of, posted a trade the other day, and it was a very lucrative trade, and he won like 200 grand. He posted another trade yesterday, and I am in the middle of that trade. So far, I've made 11%. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Mr. Tyler submitted his early, so I'm going to get that in right away. Mr. Tyler, 116969.69. Tom Selleck coming in with 117.055. Giovanni said, I feel like it's prime time to buy memes, Fahid. Fahid said, that would be nice, Giovanni. Fahid coming in with a guess. 116920.69. Giovanni said barely any movement on them or people losing faith. Rally coming, in my opinion, bottom in on memes as market is green while phase into them during euphoria. I agree. When people start to lose faith on something, that is the best time to buy it. I don't know why. I really don't. It's like the ultimate bottom signal. There's something, I don't know if it's like the energy. I have no clue. There's something to it. for sure. Gosh, that is hitting the spot today, man. I was baking in the sun all day, smushed underneath the skid steer. What's ironic is I'm working on the air conditioning. I think I got it. The problem is the damn thing don't start, and I don't know why. It's like the hardest thing in the world to jump. And I've never had a problem. Like, jump starting is the easiest thing in the world to do. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. You got precisely 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Giovanni Fontes. Coming in with 117.103.04. Anyone can participate. Only one will win. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, tell your grandma. Maximize your opportunities. You got a 5-minute window to submit your guess. Tyler said, my Miller latte is hitting the spot. That was my last day, now week off. Ooh, what? A week off? What? I'm kind of jealous. We might have to play some Rocket League, Tyler. Is it cross-platform? I shouldn't have said anything. Dang it. Now, week off, Tyler is going to be like, hey, man, you want to play some Rocket League? I'm going to be like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Stop calling me. Cheers. Tyler, you got to get a PC so we can play some DayZ. Shoot some Bambies. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. You got 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in. Bitcoin currently trading at 117, 116.69. Nice. Very, very nice. Has anyone ever heard the Tenacious D song, Jesus Ranch? Anyone at all? I love that song. It's a great song. Also, I can play Dude, I Totally Miss You. That's a good song as well. It's a lot of fun to play. And if you play it right, it also could sound like a cool, like, Western, mysterious, like, Mexican kind of thing. J Shear 2.0 coming in with his guess in the Discord. 116.977. Tyler said, not worth it. DuPont swing, rotate days, nights, days at night every week, but 1 week off a month. You said not. What's not worth it? Oh, yeah. You didn't give me any context. Not worth it. DayZ or the PC or something else. I mean, a week, a month off. You only got to work 3 weeks. I would do that. Rotate days, nights. I don't understand. I don't understand what words you just said to me, Tyler. BGenair coming in with 117.097. The shift isn't worth it? I don't know. It sounds kind of worth it to me. I was a third shift guy, though. I enjoyed it. Me and my buddy would leave work every day, and we worked across the street from McDonald's, so we just go to McDonald's every morning and get breakfast. It was pretty fun. Pretty good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 18 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Oh, Justin Mahachek coming in. I'll get you in a second, Justin. Let me make sure that I do the cutoff at the right time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Let me get Justin in there. 117.420.69. Ooh, taking a book or page out of Fahid's book. Interesting. Tyler said every week you swing back and forth from days to night shift. How do you not understand? I don't know. You said not worth it. DuPont swing, rotate days, night every week, but 1 week off, 1 week of a month off. That's a run-on sentence. That's why I don't understand it. I speak English, Tyler. All right, we got... Did I sort these bad boys? They are sorted. Justin, 117.420.69. We got Giovanni. Sorry, that pulse player. You are late, my friend. Giovanni, 117.103.04. We got dyor 117.097. We got Tom Selleck Scoped 117.055. We got 116.977. We got J Shear 2.0. we did I put J Shear's number in there? I did. Okay. We got Tyler. We got Tyler with 116.969.69. And last but not least, we got 116.920.69 from Vahid. Nope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Currently, Giovanni Fontes is in the lead, followed very closely by dyor. Oh, it's very close. Why is it right on top of Giovanni Fontes' number? That's very scary, as Giovanni Fontes is going to be our first monetary winner of the maximum prize allotted. We have precisely 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Tom Selleck Scoped now in the lead with a guess of 117.55 even and a Bitcoin daily close price potential of 117.094.92. Tyler said it would help if you weren't gay. Oh man. Fahid said when Mudang $1. Justin said but he makes mad overtime when they do turnovers like 20 to 30 16-hour days straight. Ooh. Just Have Fun said, yo, what's going on? Just Have Fun. That Pulse Player said it is the greatest and best song in the world. That is true. Ooh, Giovanni Fontes back in the lead. 117, 113 and 83 cents on the Bitcoin price. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining on the clock. This is going to be a spicy daily close. Tyler, nowhere to be found. Way down there. And he has been officially cut off by J Shear 2.0. Dang, ice cold. J Shear 2.0 taking out his peers one by one, demoralizing them, breaking them down. Mind, spirit, and body. Giovanni Fontes' guess repeatedly incredibly close to the price of the candle on the Bitcoin. dyor now in the lead with a guess of 117.97 even and a Bitcoin price of 117.102.40. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining on the clock. 117.99.01. Oh, a spicy candle. Tom Selleck Scoped still in the lead with a bearish candle, and we are getting a dump to the downside. 117.73.53. Tom Selleck Scoped's guess 117.55 even. 45 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, strap on, and strap in. 35 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler said, I guess 45 minutes ago. Okay, that's, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Bitcoin 117.73 and 53 cents. Tom Selleck Scoped still in the lead. 20 seconds left. This is going to be one for the books. Giovanni Fontes, dyor, Tom Selleck Scoped, and perhaps J Shear 2.0 duking it out for the finish. 8 seconds remaining. The price has not changed. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Selleck Scoped is our winner. The Bitcoin daily close price 117.73 and 53 cents. 117.73.53. 117.73.53. 117.73.53. Congratulations, Tom Selleck Scoped, on your victory. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Big fat green candle from Bitcoin. Putting Giovanni in the lead after the fact. Very interesting. Congratulations, Tom Selleck Scoped. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. I can't spell today. Or type. 117.055 even. Congratulations, Tom Selleck Scoped, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Congratulations, my friend. Tom Selleck Scoped. currently holds the ranking of third place, very, very quickly catching up to Fahid, vying for second place. Fahid won yesterday. Tom Selleck's GOAT won today. They are still neck and neck. Tyler is shaking in his boots. So much so that he took a week off work to cope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Yay! Tom Selleck's GOAT is our winner. Very cool. Lek Fenrir said, what do you think, WLFI, sir? They plan burn buyback and fully unlocked October. I start long at 16 cents. I will take a look at that for you in a moment, my friend. Let me finish my daily close spiel. I appreciate you for smashing the like button and being patient. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's GOAT, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Let me add our winner to the winner's Google Doc. All right. Tomorrow is my aunt's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 117.55 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 117.73 on September 18th, 2025, Mr. Tom Selleck's GOAT's prize is a Crazy Bread. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's GOAT, on your victory. Feel free to rip this bad boy up. You can dip it in some ranch. You can dip it in some marinara sauce. You can share it with your friends, your family, your peers, your coworkers, your fellow competitors. Whatever you do, you're legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. I'm not seeing enough bananas spammed in the chat. What the hell, guys? All right. That Pulse Player said, bro, I guessed like right after you and Tyler were chatting away and didn't notice. What do you mean? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. The Heat said, does the GOAT have a stash like Tom Selleck? I hope so. I feel like GOAT has to have a goatee, right? Okay. Lek Fenrir wants to take a look at WLFI. What do I think of it? You said you started buying at 16. I mean, 16 seems like a great buy. Holy cow. You like caught the Pico bottom. Ooh. I mean, I'm not going to speak to it potentially pumping or not, because I really have no idea. If you base it specifically off of the performance of other Trump assets like DJT, the stock performs horribly. And I guess maybe I'm a little biased because I watched my boss. Oh, I always type it like that. I watched my boss buy it at like $70 and it's worth $17 now. But it's relatively stable with some nice pumps. It seems to bottom around the same level, 17, 16, 17, 12. Between 12 and 20 bucks, which is a very large range. And it does look like it's consolidating. But WLFI is different because it's cryptocurrency. And I assume that they're going to be able to do a lot more with this because of the more lax regulations and them literally running the government right now. So if I had to guess, not financial advice, I think it's probably going to do well during the bull market, especially during the bull market. I think buying at 16 is a brilliant entry. If they're going to do buybacks and burns, even better. Fully unlocked October. Let's go see if there's an unlocked schedule. Because usually they'll put it on CoinMarketCap. It's number 28. That's interesting. Is it fully circulating already? No, no, it is not. It's only 25% of it is circulating. So what's going on with the other 75%? That's what I want to know. Is it being released every single day? There's a clear color on this chart. But again, you had a 16-cent entry, so that's going to be the big storyteller here. 16-cent entry is genius. That's a great entry. It's sitting at 21 right now. It seems to be struggling to get above 22. But who knows, man? This is definitely uncharted territory. A president affiliated coin. So I would not be surprised if it does really well during the bull market. All right, guys. Bitcoin, 117, 103, and 32 cents. So I guess we'll go through some news articles right away. Tom Selleck said, who wants to buy a reverse mortgage? It's a Trump asset soon, so a scam by default. All right. We got Watch Your Guru posting. SEC approves Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund for trading, which includes the following cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Very cool. Coinbase CEO, this one's great. Brian Armstrong says he's in DC working to get crypto market structure legislation passed and make sure we never have another Gary Gensler. Imagine that being your legacy. Literally, like the leaders of the future of finance saying, we never, ever want this guy to exist within the government ever again. That's the biggest slap in the face, middle finger. I'm not going to say anything mean, but I want to. BNB broke $1,000. I don't remember who it was, but somebody kept talking about it yesterday. Breaking $1,000, and it did. So congratulations. I think it was Teachu. Absolute legend. NVIDIA to invest $5 billion into Intel, which is very interesting, considering the fact that they're kind of being dominated right now by AMD. But I do believe that they have superior tech. They're just more expensive, so it's not really worth it. President Trump says we'll have more than $17 trillion invested into our country this year. Hell yeah, let's go. President Trump says stocks will do much better as time goes by. Again, another outsider trading. Him telling you that stocks are going to do well. I bet you stocks are going to do well. Trading for Grayscale's digital large cap fund begins tomorrow, which includes the following cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Solana, and ADA. Very cool. Justin said time to short BNB. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. BNB 70% CZ hold. Yes, I think that the big difference there is I trust CZ more than I trust Justin's son. So you can either pick BNB or Tron. I don't think CZ plans on selling his. Something tells me Justin's son plans on selling his. I definitely have a preference for one over the other. S&P 500 closes at new all-time high of 66.31. Hell yeah. Justin said, if there's 17 trillion coming in, how can stocks do poorly? Exactly. Huge post from Tech Dev. He said, Bitcoin has never had its hockey stick inflection until this global risk index crossed positive like it just did. We officially have the first positive cross since 2021 bull market. I believe that we have officially entered the explosive upside fun part of the market. Justin said Tron has more upwards potential. If I held BNB, I'd definitely swap to Tron. I don't want to touch Tron, dude. It gives me the ick. There's something about it. I've met so many people that have used BNB. BNB is the godfather of meme coins. There would be no like meme coin hype or ecosystem. They might not even exist if it weren't for BNB. BNB is probably what inspired Pump Fun. That's where meme coins existed before anywhere else. Justin's son and Tron, I've literally never, ever, even on the channel, I have people ask me about weird stuff all the time. They're like, hey man, can you take a look at Linea or Osmosis? Like these weird chains. Tron has its own chain right here. Never had anybody ask me about this ever. Zero. There's 0 people have come in here. And outside of the channel too. It's not like I have a ton of subscribers, but there's millions of people on Twitter. Crypto Twitter is a thing. Nobody ever talks about Tron. Nobody ever asks about it. doesn't have real people. I'm genuinely convinced. This is all parody, by the way. Justin Sun, don't sue me. If you do, you're a fucking loser. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me, man. It kind of creeps me out. Tron is like a ghost town in the creepiest way possible. All right. This is the trade that I took. Speaking of grifters, no offense. Crypto Phase posted next altcoin pump anytime from now to 48 hours. We nailed MYX. Now it's TA USDT, and he's looking at potential target of around 37 cents, which it's done already a couple of times. I opened up a position. I have a position on this, and I've made like 12-13% already so far. So, not financial advice, just throwing it out there. It's an experiment. I'm experimenting. We're following along. Marty Party posted altcoin season index indicator hits 80. Very cool. That's exciting. Jupiter Exchange upgrades taking on Hyperliquid and Aster DEX. Very cool. I like there being competition in the DEX space. I think that's how we get better fees overall. Nebraskan Gooner said, how is nobody talking about Total 2 breaking out of a gigantic mega-sized cup and handle? It could finally be time for altcoins to pump. Let's freaking go. This includes Ethereum, though. I'm looking for that Total 3 breakout, which might happen. We'll see. I would like to see 1.16 break and hold. We did technically actually break it, but just with a wick, which I will not settle for a wick. I need a candle close above. Justin said, I think Tron was one of the tokens the U.S. government said they were going to use. Interesting. It's kind of funny. Didn't they? They literally froze Justin Sun's World Liberty Finance because they thought that he was going to dump on them, which is freaking hilarious. And that's probably one of my favorite things that have happened this year so far. It's petty and stupid, but it makes me happy. You know, I'm a petty and stupid guy. What can I say? We also got total crypto market cap, 4.12 trillion. I call this total global value because crypto is the people's money worldwide. CZ Binance agrees. Very cool. Monetized debt, aka stablecoin market cap, hits 304.73 billion. This is going to rise forever. I genuinely believe that. And monetized debt is the best way to put it. If you could literally like take money that you owe to somebody and turn it into more money, why wouldn't you do that? And you can just decide. Like, it's the joke that I made the other day. You can take your dresser and your refrigerator and call it a stable coin. You know, well, my dresser, I paid $400 for the dresser. I paid $400 for the refrigerator. So that's $800 worth of stable coin. You put your dresser and your fridge in a vault somewhere. And then you just mint $800 worth of stable coin. It's literally that easy, man. That's funny. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. We got another 150 million USDC minted. That's $1 billion today, issued by Circle. Their share price should reflect this. Let's freaking go. Okay, this is a good thread, actually. Kobayashi letter. This is unprecedented. On August 22nd, President Trump announces that the U.S. took a 10% stake in Intel, worth $11 billion. Today, 27 days later, NVIDIA made a massive investment in Intel, sending the U.S.'s position $5 billion higher. What just happened? I think, bottom line, the United States is going to, I guess, trade. We're going to trade and pay off our debt with some degenerate trading wins, which is kind of hilarious if that actually does end up happening. Lastly, we conclude the perspective on just how big AI has come. AI CapEx as a percent of US GDP is larger than telecom in 2020 and one of the largest since railroads in the 1880s. A lot of changes ahead of us. I actually bought, oh shoot, hold on, let me go to it because it's actually, in my opinion, a great buy. I think it's APLD, Applied something. I have Applied Digital, which is a technology company which engages in the provisions of development and operation of data centers. And I'm up 27% based on my average. Highly recommend you guys take a look into any kind of data center related or even energy stocks, because we're going to need a lot more energy to power all this AI junk. Not financial advice. Tom Solix said government using Tron to publish hash of GDP data. Justin said, JJ, can you see a 3-day chart? If so, can you look at TAUSDT on a 3-day? I don't actually know. No, I can look at daily and you can pretend this is 3 times smaller. Is this what he was looking at? I see these ginormous wicks. That's interesting. Is that what he's basing that off of? Tom Soxcoat said, did you ever buy Oklo? Things gone bananas? I did not. Is that a stock? Damn it. That's one of the energy stocks, isn't it? I was just looking at this the other day, yeah. Fuck. Shit. Damn it. Is this one of the nuclear stocks? I think I just bought something else. What did I just buy? Hold on. You guys are going to laugh at me. I bought some shady shit. What I bought is SMR. Oh, it's up 6% today. It's actually doing pretty good. New Scale Power Corp provides proprietary and innovative advanced small modular reactor nuclear technology with a mission to help power the global energy transition by delivering safe, scalable, and reliable carbon-free energy. Its products include Voyager SMR plants and energy exploration centers. There you go. I bought some SMR. No, I did not buy Oklo. I looked at it, though. I vividly remember looking at this. Apparently, I'm an idiot. And I just don't buy things because I'm stupid. I'm good at picking stocks. I'm really bad at buying them. Congratulations, Tom Sellerscope, once again on your victory. Justin said, I can't get 3-day because I only have a free version. Yeah, I don't pay for TradingView. I think paying for TradingView is a meme. Maybe one day I'll have fuck you money and I'll pay for TradingView, but until then, I'm not giving them my money. They can go screw themselves. Okay. AI CapEx is exploding. AI CapEx is now growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 22%. This is double the overall of CapEx spend for S&P 500 companies. Furthermore, AI now accounts for nearly 40% of S&P 500 CapEx spend. The AI revolution is just getting started. Let's freaking go. Tom Selleck said, yep, I'm up 45% on SMR. I own basically everything nuclear. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like SMR. Giovanni said JJRR is up 4.5 now. What's RR? Is that another stock that I missed out on? Rich Tech Robotics. Dang. Woo, what in the world? This was 10 days ago. What the hell, bro? Oh my gosh. You guys gotta tell me when I'm being a dumbass and I should just buy some stuff. Stocks are outperforming crypto right now. What's going on? Credit card debt is piling up. Google searches for credit card debt are now up to 2008 levels. Meanwhile, the share of credit card debt that is delinquent 90 plus days reached 12.3% in Q2 2025, the highest since Q2 2011. Guys, make sure if you have a credit card, and I do think everyone should have credit cards to build credit. Pay them off at the end of the month, though. That's literally the best way to maximize your benefits. Pay them off at the end of the month. Giovanni got in at $1.98. Jeez, that's freaking crazy, dude. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, stocks are flying right now. And I told you about this one at 2. You said looks cool. Tell me to buy. Say, JJ, buy some. Buy some. You need to buy some. I need to be told. Otherwise, I'm just going to look at everything. I like information, but if I don't capitalize on it, then I'm not making any money. We got wealth inequality continuing to surge. U.S. private sector financial asset relative to U.S. GDP is up to 6.1x, one of the highest readings in history. I don't know what any of this means. This is only below 2020-2021 highs when the U.S. economy was recovering from the PAN-DEMIC. Tom Silk said help with mortgage also just hit a high, higher than 2008. I think I saw that too. Colin Talks Crypto finally admitted that blindly following Ben Cowan is not such a great idea. He said, it turns out my timing was bad on this, flipping my alts for Bitcoin. I admit the fail. You gotta respect it. He said, I still think there's going to be a month or two of Bitcoin dominance surging to at least 62%, a last pump before hardcore alt season, and I'll be able to turn it into a profitable trade in the end. But if I could go back in time and wait about 2 weeks before flipping all my alts into Bitcoin, then I would do so. This is an example of a timing mistake with the benefit of hindsight. Genuinely, what is the risk to reward ratio? Flipping your alts for Bitcoin anytime before alt season sounds like the dumbest thing in the world. You do that at the end of alt season, if you do that at all. Honestly, I don't understand people trying to get, like, they try to extract as much value out of every possible, like going to right here. Oh no, man, I should have put everything in Polkadot because it's up $1.70 or 1.7%. Oh no, I should have put everything in near. I should have moved all of my positions into near to make this 2.4%. Why are you chasing gains like that? Breathe, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You don't need to catch every single fucking trade. It's okay. Tom or Justin said, circle under 115. I'm trying to pick it up under 110. ETH taking off. Broke out of the triangle resistance. Is it? Ooh. This looks like a nice little flag too. Yeah, I think we're about to have some fun. I'm excited. Bitcoin looks good too. 117,241 cents. All right. Next, we got alert. A wallet just lost $6.28 million in staked ETH and whatever a ETH wrapped Bitcoin after signing multiple phishing permit signatures. Guys, little PSA, and I'm going to bring this up as frequently as possible. Be careful. Don't sign miscellaneous transactions. Please, for the love of God, do not keep your seed phrase in your notes app on your phone or anywhere digitally. I don't care if it's on something that's not even capable of connecting to the internet. Don't do it. It needs to be as analog as possible. Write it down on a piece of paper. Even carve it into a piece of wood or like stamp it into something metal. Do not keep anything regarding your seed phrase, your passwords, anything like that. When it comes to crypto, do not keep that stuff digitally, and don't click on links. Just don't do it. I would even take it as far as getting a dedicated device strictly for crypto that you only do crypto stuff on. You don't do anything else on it. I got a refurbished MacBook for $300 on eBay. It doesn't cost $1 million, and I don't do anything on this. I don't download stuff. I don't do sketch. It's just I don't know. Be careful. Don't get screwed out of $6.28 million by accidentally signing some phishing scam signature shit. This breaks my soul, dude. That sucks so bad. Cointelegraph posted HTX liquidated a $42.68 million short in one order. That's actually insane. The first U.S. spot ETFs for Dogecoin and XRP are now live and trading. That was 5 hours ago. Let's freaking go. Nubank is reportedly testing the integration of a digital dollar with its credit card, according to Vice Chairman Campos Neto. Very neato. Binance reported over $2.1 billion in stablecoin inflows, with whale deposits averaging $214,000. Let me repeat that. I'm going to dumb it down a little bit, or maybe simplify it is a better term. Whales are depositing, on average, $250,000, just under $250,000 into Binance. Now, why would a whale deposit $250,000 in stablecoins into Binance? That's right. They would deposit almost $250,000 worth of stablecoins into Binance to buy crypto. The pump is coming, my friends. I believe. Bitcoin's illiquid supply hits a new all-time high. Very cool. Bitcoin Archive. This is Bitcoin's best September ever so far. October and November have historically been even better. When we have a green September, October and November are incredibly green. Every single time. We've never had a green September and had red October, November. So brace yourselves, guys. We're about to make a shit ton of money. Plan B, a very rare post from Plan B after he went missing. November 2022, 15.5K was the bottom. 2024 halving was above 32K. 2025 is above 100K. These January 12, 2023 predictions might seem conservative and obvious now, but at the time, 18K, most people thought I was crazy. So what's next? In my opinion, Bitcoin will be more than $250,000 in 2026. I genuinely, that does not feel crazy to me. I remember 100K sounded crazy. And when we got to 100K, I remember thinking it was reasonable to feel like that might be the top. I also remember a buddy of mine, Tom Selleck goes that Plan B is dog shit. I remember a buddy of mine selling quite a few times at 80K. Like dollar cost averaging out of his positions when Bitcoin hit 80K. Out of his altcoin positions when Bitcoin hit $80,000. Since Bitcoin hit $80,000, it is up 50%. Altcoins are probably up, I don't even know. I have to look at the time Bitcoin hit 80K. Let's just go back here to like April of 2025. That seems reasonable, right? Altcoins are up 72%. Imagine missing out on 72% in gains because you thought 80K was going to be the top. Not financial advice, just, you know, I do stand behind my theory that last bull market, the theme was round tripping. Everyone round tripped. I think this bull market, everyone's going to sell too early. And not like, oh, you know, profits are profits, sell too early. Like, they're going to make like 50, 60% and then cash out. Which is great if you had like $1 million invested, but you know majority of people don't. So even if you had 10K invested, which is a lot, that's a lot of money. You make 60% on 10K, that's $6,000. You waited 4 years to make $6,000. I'm just saying. There's a risk reward they got to take into consideration. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that. All right. Next, we got Bitcoin is ready for a huge bull run. Baron Wan said, can you take a look at Velo, please? Yes, I can. I like this one. We got overhead resistance, broke, resistance, support, break, support, explosion. Overhead resistance, broke, resistance, support, break, support, explosion. Apparently 280K is the target. Burnwan said, I believe it's the XRP of Asia. Okay, that's a bold statement. We'll take a look for sure. Let me just finish. I'm almost done. Justin said, Uni popping off. Interesting. Buy altcoins now. Wait for October. Thank me later. According to Borg, we got 2016, 2017 explosion, 2020, 2021 explosion, 2024, 2025 explosion. Exciting stuff. And then last but not least, altcoins just broke above the all-time high resistance level. Now alts have only one way higher. This is actually total 3. He's looking at 1.14 trillion, and I do believe that that is incorrect. 1.16 is the all-time high. I'm assuming maybe he's just on a different time frame, and anything above that is a wick, but we count wicks. So we're looking to break 1.16 and explode from there. I'm excited. Let's take a look at Velo. Velo on KuCoin, sure. Okay, cool. I got some lines here. So Velo had resistance at 2, broke down, found support at 15, came up midpoint resistance, broke down support at 12.35, came back up above 15, got a rejection at a trend line. What is that trend line? Hold on, let me go to a higher time frame and see where that trend line comes from. Okay, so there was a trend here at some point. So we're coming up on that, trying to get above it. It's acting as resistance. Got cup and handle vibes right now. Pretty heavy cup and handle vibes. You get above that, I'm going to call it a neckline. It's probably going to get pretty spicy. RSI was overbought back here. It's looking good right now. You do have a red dot on your momentum wave pointing to the downside. So short term, you said look at weekly. Let's go look at the weekly. Yeah, weekly looks really good. So it gets pretty volatile, which is actually kind of nice for trading. Volume could be a little bit better. There's definitely some divergence happening between volume and price, which is also indicative of a blow-off top. RSI, technically you got, well, no. RSI is just consolidating. You got a green dot on your momentum wave on the weekly, which is interesting. And your RSI is very, very consolidated. Like, this thing is getting squeezed. I could see this breaking. See back here, you had a little pop off, and then it kind of plateaued, and then it exploded. Right here, you got a pop off, and then it kind of plateaus. And it's doing the same little uptrend with the plateau as well. Measure with the ruler. First trend up on Velo. What does first trend up mean? Baha said, can we check out C? Yes, we can. Say, I'm sorry, it's Say. Andre Hyunjin Lee said, this shitcoin is not worth trading. I mean, everybody's got their own opinions. Burnwan said, measure with a ruler the first trend up. Oh, the big one? I mean, they definitely printed the shit out of this. 1,496, so 1,500%. Yeah, they definitely. So what I want to do before I say anything else about this is I want to go to CoinMarketCap, and I want to look at the supply. And it doesn't have a cap. It's number 181. Okay. Yeah, so it's fully circulating. No, it's not, actually. 73.18. Is there an unlock schedule published? Yes, there is. What happened? Did they just unlock the rest of it today? I'm confused. Is there just no more of it published? Yeah, it seems like every couple of days they unlock a chunk. I don't know. Be careful. Just be careful. They're inflating the supply. It's a lot of it's circulating right now, but you still have to be careful. There's a very clear pattern here of the price going down over time. In this short-term time frame, it's in an uptrend and it's got potential, I think. So you just got to watch out for that print, because if they print and dump, then you're screwed. There's no saving you. And I'm not sure what the unlock schedule is, but you're sitting above 15 resistance. If you can break above this trend line and get above 20, then, or 2 cents, then it could get entertaining. Andre Hyun said, I'm scalping along a JTO entry at 2, stop loss at 198, and take profit at 207. Okay, nice. I like a good scalp. Let's go take a look at Say for Burnwan. Okay, let me go down to the 4 hour. Guys, thank you for smashing the like button and subscribing. I appreciate you guys for being here. Okay. Flight fan said, can we get a price prediction on JYAI? Yes, we can. So Say has a very clear resistance. I would say around 36. You get above 36 and it's go time. I do see a little cup and handle forming. That looks good. RSI is almost overbought, so be careful with that. You do have a green dot on your momentum wave pointing to the upside. And it's playing out as we speak. Unconfirmed green dot on Market Cipher overall as well. So the potential's there for further upside. You want to get above this 36-cent level. That's going to be a big one. But you're sitting above most of your primary resistance. Midpoint, I would look for like 37.5. So get above 36, 37.5, and see if you can get to 40. For Say. Andre said, roast my trade. Roast your trade. You said scalp long at 2, stop loss at 198. Okay, so you got in. You got in right there. You have a stop loss right there. And take profit at there. I like your take profit. If you want me to roast it, you are buying. You're buying into a green candle. Maybe not necessarily on the 4-hour, but it's pretty pumped up. You're chasing a pump. But the opposite of that, it's in a flag. You do have some wicks up top, which indicate selling pressure. You are not overbought. You got a red dot on your momentum wave, but that's not really pushing it down hard. Volume is picking up. I feel like there's more positives than negatives. Just be careful, because you did get a big fat green candle. So, but it's not overbought yet, so that could just be whales front running the pump, man. I like the tight stop loss as well. Stop loss is important. Chewy said total 3 when you look at it. Yes. Total 3 when you looked at it. It's at 1.16. The current all-time high is 1.1. Well, current all-time high is a little bit higher now because of that bad boy right there. But we're about to break through that and close a candle above it. We're getting spiced up, guys. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Alts are finally waking up. I think it's actually officially go time. Okay. I could just watch Total 3 all day if it's going to be this heated up. This is entertaining, man. It does look really good. 34%. Chewy said, do you even look at Total 2 or 3? Yeah, I look at Total 3 every day, and we usually go through Total 2 after we look at the news articles and the portfolio. Total 2, I have a fractal on, which is not playing out as I would have liked it to, but it's pretty damn close. We got a little deviation right here, and it's currently deviated right here. If it recouples all, it's going to go up pretty hard. Andre said, what setups do you usually trade? I have been so shit at trading for the past month, but I trade momentum. When there's momentum in the charts, I do really well. If there's no momentum, I struggle, and then I bitch, and I complain, and I moan, and I'm a little fucking baby about it. I like to trade falling wedge breakouts, or complain about not trading falling wedge breakouts. This is a great trade setup right here. Not financial advice. My lower target, I'm looking at 450. But yeah, usually I'll just trade momentum swings, and it works out really well. If you trade with a tight, if you do it with a tight stop loss, and you just gamble it, as long as you're diligent about it, you could make money. I only trade with like between 1 and 5% of my overall exposure to crypto, though, so it's not necessarily worth it for me to put that much time into it. Yeah, mostly swings. It's usually short term. If I get like a longer term, it's an accident. I try not to fall asleep with a trade open, but sometimes I've done that and I've made a shit ton of money, and that's a pleasant thing to wake up to. Other times I'll do stuff while I'm sleeping sometimes too. Like I've woken up and closed a trade before, and then I'll go throughout the entire day looking at the chart, and it's pumping up, and I'm thinking I'm in a long. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna look at this when I get home. I get home and I check, and there's no trades open. That's like the biggest gut punch in the world. I'm like, damn it. And you know, I wouldn't have made that much anyways, because I'm only trading with a small percentage of my portfolio, but it still sucks thinking you're winning all day, and then you get home and you check and you weren't actually exposed to any position at all. That's literally the worst thing in the world. All right. Congratulations, Tom Selleck, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for joining me. Cheers. Happy Thursday. Let's do a portfolio update. We have our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. Currently in profit $68. This thing's been struggling, but we only have 3 assets that are in the negative right now, which is pretty good. Sol is up $48, ADA's up 20, Doge is up 15, Render's up 12, Ondo's up 8, Near's up 7, Property's up 1, Fetch is down 11. Shib is down 14. And Aptos is down 23. Then we have our Memecoin portfolio, which is in profit $60. Is this being outperformed? It is actually officially being outperformed by the Grok portfolio. Interesting. Memecoin portfolio. We have two assets that are negative right now. GigaChat is down $99 and SNEK is down $4. Doge is up 38, Pepe is up 39, and Whip is up 88. Looking good. Those guys are carrying the entire portfolio. The narrative portfolio, my favorite, the most stable, and at one point was the most lucrative, now being overshadowed. Currently in profit, $123. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real-world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin. And it is absolutely killing it. We have one asset in the negative, and that is VeChain is down $5. Fetch is up 15, Mana's up 25, Tao's up 25, and Pepe is up 62. And then last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio, which is made up entirely of assets that you guys, the audience, picked and voted on, and you guys are absolutely killing it. There are 9 assets in this portfolio, and it is up $246 as we speak. There is one, or actually no, there are 0 assets negative. Every single asset in this portfolio is in the green, and this is the most recent portfolio that we've built, which goes to show you, when you buy, when everyone's whining and crying bear market, you get the best entry. Render is up $1.58. The Graph is up 9. Pith is up 12. ETH is up 18. Ondo's up 21. Sui is up 26. Sol is up 37. Crow is up 53. And Link is up a whopping 63. Those can be dollar amounts or percentage. We initially invested $100 in each of these so that it's easy to tell how much percentage we're up. And Chainlink and Crow are leading the pack. Never would have guessed those two. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the performance of that portfolio. 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, kind of underwhelming, if I'm being completely honest. We'll see though, maybe it ends up being on top. Bitcoin looks awesome. Total 3 really does look like it wants to break. Let's go take a look at Total 2 really quick for Chewy. Justin said, Monero entry here. Chewy said, I'll call Circle at 110. Nice. How you doing, Chewy? How's your house coming along? Andre said, why would anyone long Monero here, LMAO? Justin said, Monero entry 297.90, stop 298.99, target 339.69. Degenaire said, anybody trade using CoinM futures? That's where it's at basically if you're holding bags underwater. CoinM futures, that's where you're trading against the coin versus a stable coin, correct? I have not done that. I've seen people do it. I feel like it's cool for like increasing your quantity, the quantity of coins that you want. I don't know. I feel like that's a little more advanced for me personally, just because I feel like I could just trade the stablecoin and then convert the stablecoin into the coin of choice if I wanted to. If I'm thinking of it the right way. I'm sure that it's got its purpose. Andre said CoinM futures is basically when you trade with crypto as collateral, such as Bitcoin, ETH, Sol. Yeah, exactly. All right. Total 2. Current all-time high is 1.73. Old all-time high is 1.71, which we did break the other day, and that's where this current all-time high comes from. I'm going to put old local high. So those 3 lines are going to be a little bit relevant. The fractal, probably trash, but we'll see. Maybe we get a break here. Nothing really to report. Total 3 is trying. SNEK is up 1.21%. Very nice. HBAR is up 1%. Ondo's up 1%. You know it's a good day when alts are up at least a full single digit after the close. Polkadot making a run, currently up 3.93%. That break and retest finally happened. This gigantic wedge that I've been tracking since May of 2025 is ridiculous. Padim said, XRP, please, my friend. Let's go take a look at XRP, which I believe had an ETF go live today. It's up 0.31%. So XRP had this pretty big falling wedge. symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. We had a little fake out below, breakout above. Didn't quite retest, but we retested $3, which is an important level. And let's see. We set a lower high, but that could be irrelevant if we get a nice little rebound here and continue up. That could just be uptrend kind of situation, kind of like this guy. So let's see if we get a nice reaction, can get back above 310. We're at 308 right now. RSI did get a bearish cross over the moving average, but that's not the end of the world. It does look like it might rebound pretty quick here. We'll see. It did that same thing back here. Momentum wave is not overbought. You had a red dot, which might have played out already. Momentum wave can be overbought for an extended period of time, so that's not really the end of the world, but it's something to observe for sure. Chewy said back surgery day after remove, doing a little better now. Well, that's good. That's good. Do you have the corn bag where you microwave it and it gets nice and hot and it smells like corn? Or they make rice ones that don't stink. I feel like the corn one triggers some kind of nostalgia though. Degenaire said, yeah, so you trade using your coins since I'm still bullish on Doge. I've been 3 to 5x leverage and gained nearly 30% more Doge this past couple of weeks. Nice. Doing the same with ADA and XRP. Yeah, it makes sense if you want to increase the position of your coin. I feel like it's the same thing if you use a decentralized perpetual trading that does CoinAm. I'm not sure if that exists. I might have just made that up. HBAR is up 1.02%. Yeah, XRP looks good. If you get above 310, and then we'll talk. If you do continue down, look for support around 305. Otherwise, $3 is going to be that support level. But midpoint support could work out. What else do we got? Renders up 1.35, looking good. Following the mean, $4.50 is my target for that. Thank you so much, my friend from Brazil. I appreciate you, Badim. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and share the stream. Share the stream, get other people to sub. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Andre said you could long XRP. You could long XRP. You could probably long anything, to be completely honest. We just broke out of every coin had a gigantic wedge that it broke out of, and Total 3 is about to break. Bitcoin is chilling. The president is like sleeping with Michael Saylor. All is good in the world, man. Michael Saylor satisfied everybody in bed. Near, I'm surprised that Near's finally like waking up and performing nicely. It's about damn time. Near had a textbook breakout retest. Beautiful performance out of Near. And I'm surprised because I was not expecting it to actually do anything. I feel like it's been incredibly underwhelming for like a year. Pengu's up 1.27% since the close. Very nice. It is holding above its horizontal resistance at 37.5. Degenaire. Yep, I read that. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Chewy. Appreciate you stopping by. Avalanche did amazing yesterday. Broke above the midpoint at 31. John said, what's up, fam? What's going on, John? Happy Thursday. I'm stoked that tomorrow's Friday. I'm excited for Polkadot holders. Look at this thing go. Up 4% since the daily close. Hell yeah. Is there any Polkadot people in the chat? Let's go take a look at Monero. I feel bad. Monero got like delisted from a bunch of exchanges, didn't it? Ooh, it's performing very nicely though. 298. What did Justin say? Justin said 297.90. Stop. 298.99. No, 297.90 stop. Okay. 298.99. I'm assuming entry. Am I reading this wrong? Entry 297.90. Stop 298.99. That doesn't make any sense. Are you shorting it? Target 339.69. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. I'm just going to say you're entering 297 and your target's 340. Let's go. You said 339.69. Oh, 296.99. Got it. 296.99. And entry 297.90. Okay, and then I'm going to put today's date. Bam. I like it. That was a typo, sorry. Andre said, LMAO, who used Monero to buy drugs in the dark web? Honestly, I feel like buying drugs on the internet, no matter what time period, is the dumbest thing in the world. But apparently, look, it worked out. So, you know, to each their own. I still remember buying weed from the seniors when I was in high school. I definitely got ripped off. But I did not give a crap. You know, I had a little bit of weed to smoke with my buddies. I remember one time I had like $100. I went to the gas station. This has been back when you could get like good stuff at the gas station for $100. I got a case, like a 24 pack of Dr. Pepper, a 24 pack of Mountain Dew, grocery bags just filled with chips like Funyuns, Munchos, the good stuff. And oh shoot, I probably bought Subway too, who knows. And then I went to my buddy's house, and he was in trouble at the time. He was on probation, so his parents weren't like letting anybody over. But he had stolen the neighbor's roofing ladder, and he put it going up into his window. Well, I didn't know this, but he left, and my other buddy, his twin brother, was home sleeping. And so I climb up the ladder with all this crap, all these grocery bags full of food and stuff. I open up the window and I climb in there. I'm putting all my stuff. I got like my backpack and stuff. And I'm putting everything down. I got groceries. And he comes in the room. He's like just waking up. And he's like, oh. And he looks at me. He's like, what are you doing here, man? I was like, oh, hey, what's up? You want a Dr. Pepper? Oh, man. Good times, good times. Oh, that was such a fun night. Justin said, what I see what happened with the XMR is the capital profits tend to rotate into XMR. Then it will rotate out when everything cools and people started buying again. Makes sense. If I was loaded, I'd like the privacy. I don't know. It's easier to pay taxes, in my opinion. But to each their own. All right. Bitcoin is chilling. I don't know if we're going to get any moves right now. We're going to call it. Andre said dark web won't scam you, unlike your seniors. That's true. That is true. Touche. 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 All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it an evening. I appreciate you guys for joining me. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Thursday, and good night.